At the Paw Sox leaving means the end of a tradition for many local families.
And many of the fans we spoke to say they're sad to see the team go. Eyewitness News reporter Sheena Lasciuto joins us now from Pawtucket with more in-depth coverage. Sheena?
Mike, Shannon, you know, a lot of the times when we get to our stories, it takes a little bit to gather our interviews, but not tonight. As soon as we had our camera set up, people were coming to us with their message for the team. And it's out of here, just like the Paw Sox plan to be come 2021.
I'm very sad.
For many Rhode Islanders, it's the same story.
I've been coming here ever since I was like 9 years old.
I've been coming here for the last 25, 30 years, and it's just a shame.
One they hoped and hoped would never end like this.
No Woo Sox. Pawtucket Red Sox.
Paw
These guys
Sox,
are
stay
grooming to
in
play
Pawtucket.
here.
This is their home. Don't send them to Worcester. No.
Disappointed fans distraught by the announcement their home team will drive across state lines after the city of Worcester went for the steal.
I don't know if I'm gonna go to Worcester, so.
I mean, Worcester's too far.
Swing and a miss by the city of Pawtucket, fans just aren't ready to accept.
I want them to stay in Pawtucket.
And we did talk to fans who say they would love to see a new team move in so that somebody could continue playing at this stadium. I'm Sheena Lasciuto, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Sheena. Stay with Eyewitness News for the latest on the Paw Sox. If you go to our website, you'll find more information about how the deal to keep the team in Rhode Island fell apart. And we have a look back at McCoy Stadium's deep baseball history.
Does McCoy Stadium have a new life in its future, or is it destined to be torn down to make way for a new high school? A big meeting today stems from the wish to keep it as a stadium. 12 News reporter Matt Paddock joins us live in Pawtucket with the update. Matt.
Kate, McCoy Stadium here behind me has been baseball free for almost 4 years since the Paw Sox left for Worcester. But one real estate mogul is hoping to change that. Pawtucket Mayor Donald Grebian, along with members of his administration, taking a private tour of the stadium this morning with Stefan Solaviv, the billionaire real estate mogul, making headlines earlier this month after saying he wanted to buy McCoy, restore it, and bring baseball back to Pawtucket. That idea getting pushback from the mayor's office, saying it was too late after a $330 million bond was passed to demolish the stadium and put a new high school in its place. Coming up tonight, we hear from the Pawtucket mayor and the man looking to purchase the stadium. Those details coming up new at 12 News at 4. Live in Pawtucket, Matt Paddock, 12 News.
McCoy Stadium was home to the Pawtucket Red Sox. It was a place filled where people would come to cheer, to sing, and dance and have a great time while enjoying a baseball game. But in 2016, the state of Rhode Island and the Paw Sox owners had issues with getting a new stadium for the team. The Paw Sox would go on to leave the city of Pawtucket for Worcester and then become the Woo Sox. The city of Pawtucket would be heartbroken that their team was leaving. For the past 5 years, McCoy Stadium was left there to rot. Can anyone save the stadium and bring back the joy and memories that was once there? Well, what if I told you that there was someone that could save this stadium? A guy named Greg Fontaine and his crew, Will Martin and Mikhail Davis, could save it. At the age they were at, they were all very, very sad to see the team that they love leave the state for no reason. They all love the game of football, and they came up with a big idea to bring a college to the city and have an FBS college football team. The next day, they went down to the stadium to tour it to see if they could fix it. But they realized that they don't have the money to do so. As the night went on and they went down to their local Walmart to grab some materials to come up with this idea to fundraise for it, a man named Obu Ogbanana overheard them. Now, Obu is a rich man from Nigeria, and he was the one trying to save the stadium way back, all those years ago. The next day, they went down and met with the city of Pawtucket and the state of Rhode Island, and they agreed to the idea. And just like that, the University of Pawtucket was born. Now, Obu Obu paid $500 million for the brand new university and $100 million for the new Og Banana Stadium for the football team. Now, Greg and his crew met with Obu Obu and told him how much the name McCoy Stadium means to them and the city of Pawtucket. And just like that, Obu Obu was convinced, and the new $100 million stadium was renamed McCoy Stadium. The one problem that they all faced was how were they getting into the NCAA and becoming an FBS football team. Well, the rich man Obu Obu threw lots of money at the NCAA to become a team. The only problem was the NCAA could only have 134 FBS teams in the league. So, the NCAA took the money from Obu Obu and ran with it, and Pawtucket University now has a football team. Now, sadly, Kennesaw State would get kicked out of the FBS for Pawtucket. Greg Fontaine and company would become the coaches, with Greg Fontaine being the head coach of the team, leading them in battle. Will Martin would now become the new offensive coordinator there, and Mikel Davis becoming the new defensive coordinator. Another problem with the school was they needed a name. They needed a mascot, they needed everything. What did they do? They left it up to the city to decide, and a decision has been made.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Greg Fontaine's College Football 25 Team Builder Dynasty Series, the Pawtucket Revolution!